Rob just wanted to check the time there to make sure that it was real, and it was real, Rob. Congratulations. As Rob is slipping on his sandals here, just wanted to mention a couple of things about today's run that Rob did. This is obviously one of the best runs that we've ever had in our 41-year history. And I'm pretty sure that Rob's run down to the river from Forest Hill to the river crossing was probably our fastest ever as well. I think it was 2 hours and 3 minutes that Rob ran down to the river, which is phenomenal. More than 10 minutes faster probably than the fastest split we've ever had. Rob just said that's why it hurts.
I think immediately, hello.
Are we working? Yeah. I'm curious, Rob, who was that beautiful woman that you were hugging at the finish line?
She's the reason I'm here. Everybody's probably getting sick of hearing me say it, but she's the love of my life, and honestly, I wouldn't be doing this without her. She's an incredible woman.
All right. She looked pretty happy, too. Tell us, Rob, a little bit about the race today. What was your approach going in? The fact that you were second last year, you closed fantastically on a really great runner too, Tim Olson. What was kind of the plan for today, and how did the plan actually play out?
It's been a year-long journey, really. Without even thinking about it, when I was sitting in this chair last year beside Tim Olson, even if I didn't consciously think it, I knew my goal, a year-long goal was to be sitting here right now talking to you. I don't think I've ever set a goal like this in my life, such a lofty, difficult goal, and so on. And there's just so many great athletes in this race. So much respect for all of them. The race today, it was important for me to run my own race. It really was. The other athletes were almost a tool for me to help push me along. It wasn't quite as hot as last year, but I was really feeling it, and I really focused on keep management. And I really wanted to put a gap in the middle of the race on Cal Street, give myself a bit of a buffer. It worked, but I was really suffering over the last 10 miles. I was really in a bit of a survival mode coming through the end there, but I had to run my own race, and I did it. And I'm just so happy. I can't even explain.
One of the wild cards today was Max King. People really didn't know, well, you've run against Max, and you know his immense talent. People really didn't know how much he might lay it on the line. Did you expect him to go out and lead the way he did? And where was it when you finally went by him?
Yeah, I have nothing but respect for Max, and I think I'm one of those folks that really thought he was going to challenge for the win. I certainly feared him going into the race. I think he was one of the top competitors, and he is one of the top competitors. I passed him in between, or caught up to him between Cal 1 and Cal 2, I believe, and just hung behind him for a little bit, regrouped, because I was really working hard to catch up with him. Kept hearing he was right in front of me, and he just kept looking around the next bend and wasn't there. So it took me a long time to catch him. And once I settled down, I put a strong move in, and really worked those last few miles to the river. It was tough. Cal Street is no joke. Some of those hills, they come in nowhere and they're so steep. And it's in the hottest part of the day and it's exposed. That river never felt so good.
The folks down at the river noted that not too many people, actually among the leaders, went in for a dip, but I think you did?
Yeah, for sure. I think on a day like this, you got to take advantage of any opportunity to go off. And yeah, like in the river on a record checking the other side for probably 30 seconds and just try to get that core temperature down. I think it really helped.
Also, you know, you had, as you were building up this spring, you know, a little injury, but you know, I think going into Sonoma, you were a little dinged up, but you did, you know, you came in second there. How, after Sonoma, how was the build-up? How were you feeling, especially in the last couple of weeks heading into the race? And also, more importantly, where was your head the last couple of weeks?
Sure, yeah. Chocolate Mountain puts on an amazing race on a very challenging course. Lake Sonoma was really tough for me. I was a little banged up, but you know, Zach had a great race out there, and he deserved the win that day. But I regrouped real quick, and my training, there could not have been a more perfect training block for me. My confidence has never been so high. I've never entered a race so healthy before. You know, to see a year's worth of work come to fruition is it's real magical.
You know, Rob, one of the other things is, in a very short time, you become one of the most recognizable faces in our sport because, you know, not only is there the fear the beard thing, you know, but also you're an incredibly gracious and humble human being, and it's genuine. A win like today, how is this, when you look back on it in 10, 15 years, what is it going to mean to you? And, you know, as you're sitting here tonight, what are some of the thoughts going through your head? You know, the fact that you are the 2014 Western States men's champion.
I need some time to process it. It's magical. It's you know, I've had a long career in and out of running, but you know, to be embraced by the ultra running community, the friendliest, most genuine runners around. But I need time to. It's incredible. You know, it's the biggest goal I've ever set, and it's something I'll cherish the rest of my life.
A couple other quick questions, and we'll leave you alone here. But this is great. This guy is like gold in terms of interviewing. I can ask the most idiotic question, and Rob is going to kind of come with a beautiful answer. As you were running through the neighborhood here, that's always an emotional moment for our runners as you get near the track. Was it emotional for you, or were you just feeling like you were holding on? Or because it seemed like when you hit the track, the emotion was kind of hitting you at that point.
I was just soaking it in. You know, there were a million thoughts going through my head. I can't even tell you what I was thinking. But you know, every one of those painted footsteps as they went by me, I think another thought came into my head. It was incredible. I soaked it up, and I got on the track, and you know, I've been dreaming about this, the moment, you know, that first step in the track for the last year, and you know, I really let the emotions go, and wow, I'm a happy guy.
I can't top that. Ladies and gentlemen, our 2014 champion, Rob